Texas League Baseball is next. And a good evening from DCJ Field as we welcome you to Tulsa Drillers Baseball. And now, here is the host of Texas League Baseball, John Baker. Well, good evening, everybody, from the great state of Oklahoma, as it is our first game of our six-game set between the visiting San Antonio Missions and your Tulsa Drillers. Well, gotta say, tonight's gonna be a overcast evening, and so far a few chances of rain throughout the evening, but evidently it will be a overcast night as we go through this one. Series continues tomorrow at noon as we have baseball for our two ball clubs at 12 o'clock. Gates open at 11. Good for kids getting back to school, and so far they're going to come out to a Wednesday afternoon matinee, and gotta say it's going to be a pretty good one. Series will continue Thursday through Sunday as we'll have our continuing set against San Antonio, and gotta say pretty good on that. Well, I'm joined in the booth by my partner Bob, and it's good to see you once again there, Bob.
Well, it's good to see you too, John.
Well, Bob and I, we got on the plane and we headed to Tulsa, and we just arrived just a few hours ago.
Yeah, we sure did, John, and it was pretty fun. And boy, now we're here at DCJ Field, home of the Tulsa Drillers. It'll be pretty fun as we see these two first-time-arounders come in the 2024 campaign. And, oh, gotta say, it's going to be a pretty good evening for us here at Drillerville, and so far be nice.
I gotta say, absolutely right. Well, anyway, earlier yesterday, as we celebrated Labor Day, Frisco and Wichita played their first game. The Frisco Rough Riders took the win through 11. Final score 3-2 against the Wind Surge there at Statesman's Park. I gotta say, pretty good game as Frisco winning that one, and that's pretty much through 11 innings of baseball in that one.
Well, bet everybody enjoyed that, and so far, I gotta say, pretty nice.
Well, indeed it is. Well, tonight will be our last 12 games of the regular season. 6 against Tulsa, and then San Antonio will head home, take on a 6-game set with Springfield. So, going to be pretty good as we get ready to wrap up the regular season. And, yeah, it's going to be pretty good. But don't go anywhere after that 12th and final game against the Springfield Cardinals, as we do have more baseball ahead, as we have our two finalists meeting up with the final second-place winners. It'll be the final four in a Texas League playoff round showdown as we get things going for the Texas League title of 2024. The winner take all in this series, and so far San Antonio may need to get up in there, and pretty good on that. Well, tonight, Amarillo at Midland was rained out due to all the rain they're getting in Texas. And pretty much San Antonio has been getting rain. So glad that Tulsa and San Antonio are not playing at our ballpark there in good old Alamo City. That is San Antonio, Texas. And pretty much it's been raining like crazy there. Some people say they've been getting up to maybe 3, 4, maybe plus 5 inches of rain. But it's been coming down at least all day long. More expected through the evening as, boy, it's going to be another rainy day tomorrow. as San Antonio may see more inches of rain and probably even localized flooding. I mean, just depends what happens on there.
Yeah, I gotta say, John, that upper level low is covering most of Texas. Brady, where your parents are from, San Antonio, Dallas, Fort Worth, and glad not here, but evidently we could have a few chances of rain from that leaning edge. Probably a sprinkle or two as we go through the evening of this first matchup against San Antonio. It's going to be pretty good.
That is, Bob. Well, we're just moments away from our first pitch, and gotta say, during the previous stream on Sunday, San Antonio losing their last game to Midland, and the final score 3-0. Rockhounds winning, and now they're two ahead against the San Antonio Missions. And even though the Rough Riders are coming in from behind and they're trying to get some more wins, they got 5 games with Wichita left. Then it'll be the Texas League playoff rounds right after that. They'll start a home game with that playoff round and 2 at. So pretty much they'll have a home game and then 2 games away, and then come on back and take on a championship series. I mean, that just depends if they get eliminated or not, but we'll have to wait and see what goes on. But anyway, Midland has been rained out tonight as well, they have all that rain going through their area. It's not just stretching from San Antonio and Brady and Dallas, Fort Worth. It's stretching all the way to Midland as well.
You think it'll stretch in Amarillo as well, too, John?
Yeah, I think so, Bob. I mean, that just depends how this big upper level low is bringing all the moisture to Texas, and so far it's pretty good. But yeah, anyway, with Frisco getting that win, they're a game and a half trailing behind San Antonio. They need a lot more to win as they win their 73rd, and pretty much they are a game trailing San Antonio. 6 games against Midland in this series, but they're still in 3rd place. And if San Antonio loses to Tulsa and Wichita wins tomorrow and Thursday against the Wind Surge, then they'll take 2nd place and they'll put 3rd place San Antonio in that position. Now, if they win a couple more, they'll take back 1st place and they'll put San Antonio in 3rd and Midland and 2nd. So pretty much that's where everybody is. Well, ball clubs tonight. We know Amarillo and Midland were rained out, but they'll make up doubleheaders tomorrow. The first pitch will be at 5 o'clock, or should I say 4 o'clock. They're doing a change for a Wednesday afternoon game. 4 o'clock for the first game and about 7 for the second of that doubleheader. There'll be 2 innings in that one, and so far pretty good on that. Wichita at Frisco, Corpus Christi at Arkansas, and Northwest Arkansas at Springfield, and San Antonio at Tulsa. So pretty good night for our Texas League baseball clubs, and so far for our guys here in Tulsa, we get a pretty good evening for everybody. We're just moments away for the first pitch coming up right after our Tulsa Drillers break. Well, we're about ready to go. Landon Knack will be the pitcher for Tulsa as he comes in for the right-hander for the Drillers. And what do we know, Bob?
Well, he's got a 99 four-seam fastball, and so far he's looking forward to getting this one here started in this one.
Leadoff batter for San Antonio is left fielder Corey Howell. As we get started, that one inside, a strike, and it's 0-1. All the way from Drillville here in Tulsa, Oklahoma. First pitch by Knack is in for a strike, and it's 0-1. Glad to see everybody here this evening as we're underway. No balls and 2 strikes. Here for the left fielder, Corey Howell. That is popped foul, and it's hanging in the count now, 0-2. Tulsa in their blue and white, San Antonio in their normal road gray jerseys. And right there, that is out number 1 as he swings and misses.
The right fielder,
Marcos Castellon, the right fielder, coming up now as he takes a strike inside, and it's 0-1. Boy, a lot of fans piling in, and yep, we do have a lot from San Antonio coming as well.
Yeah, John, they really take the drive up here, and they get things going. But let me tell you, 8 hours and 28 minutes from San Antonio, that's a long drive.
Yeah, sure is, and my friend is also here as well. Right there, and strikeout number 2 for that Tulsa pitcher. That's going to bring in the center fielder, Joshua Mears. Pitch to him, swing and a miss. Curveball gets him out fouled for a strike, and it's 0-1. Pretty good night here tonight. We got cloud cover up to 100% with a few chances. Maybe a stray shower or even a thunderstorm, maybe.
Well, I don't know, John. I mean, we're looking at all that activity in Texas. It looks pretty bad.
Right there, strike 3, and that will do. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody on for San Antonio. Bottom of the first, your Tulsa Drillers coming up to bat right after this. So about ready to go for the bottom of the first as the Drillers will come up to bat. No score through the top half of 1 for San Antonio. And we'll be right back for more baseball when we return.
Bottom half of the first inning for the Drillers, right here on the Drillers Baseball Network.
Well, right-hander Gabe Mosser will get the call here for San Antonio. What do we know?
Well, that 93-mile-an-hour four-seam fastball, curveball, slider, splitter, he's ready for almost anything. So you better stand on your toes and watch this guy because he'll strike you out without blinking an eye.
Chris Aline coming in for Tulsa as we're about ready to go. Mosser looks in from the stretch. The pitch. That one is lifted. Boy, he blistered that one. It is gone. A home run. And Tulsa strikes first. It's now a 1-0 Drillers lead as they'll lead it in front of San Antonio by 1.
Holy mackerel. Did he see that fastball, how it went? Boy, it flew out of here.
Yeah, it sure did, Bob. He whacked it from no tomorrow on that one.
Would you call that no man's land right there?
Right? Yeah, I think I would. Well, next batter up is Taylor Young as he comes in. Ready to go. Pitch. That is high fly in the air, and that is out of play. Foul, so it's 0-1 to him. Boy, so far the Drillers strike in one. That's a swing and a miss right there. The count now 0-2.
Boy, they really got San Antonio on edge here this evening there, John.
Yeah, they sure do. That one hit high in the air, up to right field. Castellon getting out there, and he'll make the catch for out number one in right field. And that'll bring up the next batter up, Dameron Keith. Keith coming in, ready, sets his sights to pitch. That is high in the air and foul. So it's 0-1. No balls, one strike to the pitch. High in the air up to center. Mears has his eyes on it. Makes the grab, and that's out number two.
Batting fourth, the first baseman, Griffin Lockwood Howell.
And that'll bring up the next batter, Griffin Lockwood Powell coming in now. Apologize on the mispronunciation of his name. That's up to right. That's a base hit. And that's a 2-out single. Powell is getting on the first base area. Next batter up is Dalton Rushing. That one is lifted. High in the air. Up to right field. Castellon looking up, and he sees it fly out of here too, and that's a 2-run shot by Rushing. Man, and the Drillers lead 3-0 against San Antonio, and they are really putting some runs on the board now.
Yeah, they sure are, John. I got to tell you, they are coming in that unclutched inning. I've said it before in San Antonio. I'll say it again. They are coming in here, and they are really hitting the ball pitch perfect out of the ballpark.
Yeah, that's for sure, Bob. Well, in now is Brandon Lewis. Lewis coming in now. 3-0 lead for Tulsa as they're getting in early in this ball game. Here's a pitch to him, swing and a miss, and boy, he's chasing out of that one.
Yeah, he sure is, John, and
They're getting him right there. They're trying to get out of this half inning without any more runs being scored in. 2, outside, 1-2. So the Drillers have 3 runs in the bottom of the first inning for Tulsa. And that's a swing and a miss right there, ends the inning. Boy, 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors. And they leave no one on base. Top of the second inning coming up for San Antonio. Drillers lead it 3-0. You're listening to the Drillers Baseball Network here in good old Oklahoma.
About ready for the top half of the second inning for San Antonio, right here on the Drillers Baseball Network. First baseman Michael De La Cruz starting up the second inning. Boy, ready to go. The pitch high and outside on the slider. 1 ball and no strikes. Drillers in their LA Dodger type blue uniforms are pretty good with the white pants. They're good to see, John. Nice get up as they have that right there. That is out of play, foul, so it's 1-1. Boy, would have been nice if it was a nice sunny night. Wouldn't you agree, Bob? Yeah, maybe tomorrow afternoon when we play at 12 o'clock. Yeah, that for sure. It's going to be beautiful. That one is right there outside, ball 3. Gold Glove winner for San Antonio, third baseman Graham Polly. Getting ready to go. The pitch is high fly in the air, and boy, big mistake right there. As the third baseman gets in foul grounds, he'll make the grab. And De La Cruz is going down on the high fly out. Gold Glove winner, third baseman Graham Polly. Coming up now for San Antonio. The pitch right there and in for a strike, and it's 0-1. Boy, Mission's taking on 2 North divisions. That is Tulsa and Springfield. That is fouled in the way. The count now 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 away, nobody on. Top of the second. Boy, the Missions. That one outside, 1-2 the count now for Polly. Knack looking in. Ready to go. The pitch. That one high and outside, and that's 2-2, even up. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That is right there. Line drive up the left. That's a base knock. And boy, they're now in the hit column, now getting into the objective of getting into the run column. That'd be pretty huge for San Antonio, would it not, Bob? Yeah, I gotta say, John, San Antonio needs to get some runs. If they don't, 1, 2, 3 inning. But still, plenty more innings to go right there. Yeah, case in point right there, Bob. No balls, 1 strike to the designated hitter, Kai Murphy, as he steps in. That is high in the air up to left field. And boy, is he going to blister that one. And he hits it to the warning track. Boy, a few more inches, it would have been gone. And San Antonio would have had a 2-run homer. Yeah, it sure would have been there, John. It sure would have. Boy, second baseman Lucas Dunn coming in for San Antonio. We're getting dark here, right, Bob, with the cloud cover? Yeah, it sure is, John. I gotta say, the cloudy skies make it a little bit darker, but evidently stadium lights now illuminating the field. It's pretty nice. Yeah, it sure is. That one is high fly in the air, and right there, as that will be caught by the right fielder for Tulsa, and that ends the inning. No runs on a hit, no errors, and 1 left. Bottom half of 2 coming up. Tulsa leads it 3-0. We're back here with Logan Wagner as he steps in for the Drillers when we come back. It's Tulsa 3, San Antonio nothing. Bottom half of the second inning for Tulsa right now on the Drillers Baseball Network. Well, Logan Wagner coming in as we're set to go for this half inning. Mosser back to work, takes a strike inside for the count now, 0-1 to Wagner. That is right there, chopped foul, and it's 0-2. Oh, 2 down in the dirt, and that's 1-2. Temperature tonight, 77 degrees. In the bottom of 2, cloudy skies. And right there, strike 3. Get him striking out. And first one for Gabe Mosser for San Antonio. Boy, that's pretty good right there, right, Bob? I gotta say, John, yeah, it is. And that'll bring up the next batter. That is Noah Miller. Miller coming in for Tulsa. 8-hole batter. That one is line drive, and right there to the right fielder, Castellon. And boy, he had to hustle to make that play for the out. Chris Newell coming in now. He's the catcher. Right there and in for a strike, and it's 0-1. Usually the catcher duties would be in the 9 spots. Yeah, that's right, John. I gotta say, you might have something there. And that splitter is fouled off, and it's 0-2. Boy, no balls and 2 strikes. The pitch. Down and in, that's 1-2. One and two. And that's a ball. The count now 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. That is lifted high in the air. Castellon in right field makes the play. Well, that ends this half inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on for Tulsa. Top of the third for San Antonio coming up. Drillers lead it 3-0. Shortstop Ray Patrick Ditter, Brendan Valenzuela, and Corey Howell will get off to the third inning, set to go for the Missions when we come back. Drillers baseball continues right after this, after our proud commercial messages. Well, about ready for the top of the third inning for San Antonio right now on the Drillers Baseball Network. Well, shortstop Ray Patrick Ditter coming in. It's the third inning, and yeah, look at it. Already nighttime conditions here, but cloud cover still getting pretty intense. 76 degrees. Boy, it drops the temperature as we enter into the third for San Antonio. Yeah, I gotta say, John, it's getting pretty interesting, but nice and comfortable tonight. Yeah, it sure is there, Bob. Boy, all that rain San Antonio gets today, and they got more tomorrow. Yeah, they sure do, John. Right there, that is out number 1 as that's drilled to the shortstop to first, and that's
One up, one down for the Missions. 9-hole batter, catcher is Brandon Valenzuela. We'll have another vote coming up in San Antonio, Bob.
I gotta say, John, the third baseman, Graham Pauley, win the Gold Glove, and I think another vote would be Brandon Valenzuela.
Other Mission players could get in and a chance of winning a Gold Glove 2024. And that one is drilled. How do you like that? Hi-ya! Boy, get that one out of here. Valenzuela just drills that one karate chop style.
Hey, what do you call a pig when it gets sliced up in a ninja?
What? A pork chop.
Oh, that's a good joke, Bob. I love it.
Well, where does the hi-ya come from?
Oh, yeah. That's a pig saying that.
Yeah, for sure. But at 346 foot, 100 on the exit velocity. I mean, that was pretty interesting.
Yeah, it sure was.
Well, back to the top of the lineup for San Antonio, and stepping in, left fielder Corey Howell. Strikeout in the first is 0 for 1 of the ninth. New score leads the Drillers 3, San Antonio 1. And boy, they are trying to get ahead and make something go of this ball game. Tuesday night, taco night.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Hey, Bob, does Tulsa have any H-E-B stores?
Well, I think they do. I'm not really sure. We'd have to look online for that.
2 balls.
Well, I know they have Taco Bell. What else?
Well, yeah, you guess you could say that. But anyway, pretty good step right there.
And right there, strike 3, and that's 2 up, 2 down. They get a strikeout, but Valenzuela gets that home run. That was pretty impressive. He whacked that one up to right field, and amazing by that catcher.
Ball 1.
Marcos Castellon coming in now, the right fielder. Coming in the pitch, swing and a miss, and that's a 1-1 count now for Castellon. Pitch, and another one. Boy, what is he doing?
I don't know, John, but he's trying to catch up with that four-seam fastball and trying to get something going.
Yeah, gotta say, Bob, he sure is. And that one drilled Castellon right in the shoulder. And that's going to put the tying run, Joshua Mears, at the plate now.
Huh. Boy, if he whacks in too, it'd be a tie against the Missions and Drillers.
Well, slider as he misses that first one. And it's 0-1 the count now. 0-1. Down and in, and that's the count now 0-2. Here's pitch. Down and in, 1-2 the count now. 2 outs, runner at first, a lead 3. San Antonio trailing 2. That's a high pop-up right there. Catcher behind the plate. Foul grounds, gets it. Inning over. But Brandon Valenzuela gets a run in for San Antonio. As we head now to the bottom of the third, Drillers lead it by 2. It's a 3-1 score here in this one. Chris Aline is coming in as we set for the bottom half of 3. And we are about ready to go on that one in just a few moments.
Bottom half of the third inning for Tulsa, right now on the Drillers Baseball Network.
Chris Alline is coming in now. Lead off the bottom half of three. In the batting order up top for Tulsa. The pitch is right there and inside for a strike, and it's 0-1 as we're underway in the home half of three. Boy, a lot of people coming out to tonight's ball game here at DCJ Field. That one right there. De La Cruz steps on the bag, and that's out number one.
The second baseman, Taylor Young.
Taylor Young coming in, flied out in the first, 0 for 1. Boy, our last 12 games of the regular season. San Antonio and the Drillers with a 6, and after that we're back to San Antonio for a 6 with Springfield right after that.
Now batting, right fielder.
2 away up to the left field as Corey Howell takes it himself. 2 away, and here's the next batter up, Dameron Keith.
Yeah, I gotta say, John, it was a pretty good season for all of us here, and
Well, Bob, I gotta say, it's not the end for all of us, you know. I mean, there is probably another extra week at it. I mean, since the Texas League playoff rounds are just close by.
yeah, for sure.
That one is well hit, but high in the air. Center fielder Mears getting up in their shallow right as he'll make the inning to come to an end. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one on base for Tulsa. As we head to the fourth inning, Drillers lead San Antonio by 2. It's 3-1. So back here as first baseman Michael De La Cruz lead it off for the top of the fourth for San Antonio. Back here for more Drillers baseball right after this.
Top of the fourth inning for San Antonio, right here in the Drillers Baseball Network.
You know, Michael De La Cruz coming in as we are back for this game. Lead off the fourth. 4, 5, and 6 due up for the San Antonio fourth inning. That's taken in for a strike. Knack is 0-1 the count now to his first batter up for the Missions. No balls, 1 strike. The pitch, that is well tattooed up the center and is caught near the wall. Oh my goodness, that could have been a potential home run.
Yeah, John, I gotta say, it should have been a home run, but evidently that ball didn't have enough angle to get up there.
Third baseman Graham Polly takes down and in a changeup, 1-0 the count. Boy, just a good thing that they come in all shapes and sizes. Home runs could be a grand slam home run to 4 runs. But boy, a lot of Texas League ball clubs have seen that over this year and over last year, couple years, 2021 and so on. That is right up the short. Shortstop will give it up to first. Number 12 will get the out.
Now batting. The
And that is out number 2.
Murphy.
Batting in the 6th spot, Kai Murphy. Coming in for San Antonio. Boy, nice peaceful night here in the good old Drillville. Nice baseball stadium. Just absolutely love the venue of this stadium. It's quite nice. Good for Tulsa in the North Division. Springfield, Arkansas, Northwest Arkansas, and Wichita.
3 balls, no strikes.
Even though San Antonio's 6th time only coming to Tulsa in this regular season. Yeah, I gotta say, John, it's kind of sad that Tulsa doesn't go to San Antonio, but San Antonio goes to Tulsa. Yeah, and how unfair is that? I mean, they make the schedule, and it's the same as it has been for a whole year. I mean, since last year and now this year and now about 2025, only 3 North Division teams go to San Antonio. And pretty much, evidently we'll have more to talk about as we go to the bottom of the 4th inning. No runs, no hits, no errors for San Antonio. As we're 4.5 here tonight, Drillers lead 2 runs ahead of the Missions. It's 3-1. Griffin, Lockwood, Powell coming up now for the bottom of 4 when we come back. Well, about ready, set for the bottom of the 4th inning for Tulsa. And just about ready to go. So, yeah, Bob, we were talking about the San Antonio Missions 2025 schedule. And apparently with all the South going to San Antonio and 3 North Division teams like Springfield, Northwest Arkansas, and Wichita going to the Alamo City. Tulsa and Arkansas are the only 2 that will not go to San Antonio next year. Yeah, I got to say, John, I know you're disappointed about that. I know you really like Arkansas and Tulsa, but maybe in 2026 things will be different. Yeah, hopefully so. So the bottom of the 4th inning will be ready to go in just a moment as we talk about that and a little break that we do have. But anyway, we'll get right back to it. Well, next batter up, Griffin Lockwood Powell coming in now for Tulsa. Boy, that is a big name for a guy like him. Number 12, it's a first baseman for the Drillers. That one is right there, and that'll be hit foul near the picnic area, and it's 0-1. Tomorrow afternoon, the gates open at 11 o'clock. First pitch at 12 for San Antonio and the Drillers to go head-to-head in Game 2 of our 6 game set. Pretty good right here for the Tulsa, Oklahoma metropolitan area. Right there, that's caught by the first baseman up and right, out number 1, as Lockwood Powell is down for the out. Dalton Rushing was the 2-run shot in the home in the first inning. Well, pretty good for the Drillers.
You think he could hit another home run?
Yeah, probably. And did he hold up? Yes, he did. Peeled down by home plate umpire. Gotta say, pretty good on that one. That's a good holdup for the Driller 5th runner. Gotta say, the 5th batter up for Tulsa tonight. One ball, one strike, one away. Nobody on for the Drillers. High and foul, and that's the count now, 1-2. 27 strikes, 7 balls, and total 34 for the starter for San Antonio, Gabe Mosser. 1-2. And that's going to be up to left. That's getting down for the base knock.
Yeah, I gotta say, John, he's really coming in. Yeah, for sure.
Designated hitter, Brandon Lewis.
Well, Brandon Lewis coming in now. Got to give some Texas League scores, and Bob will work the computer while I do the looking on the field. Well, that is gonna be crushed. High in the air, and that is gone. Oh boy, Drillers get 2 more at it, and now it's a 5-1 lead.
Boy, they coming in, boys.
Yeah, they sure are, Bob. Boy, and San Antonio is getting bamboozled tonight.
Boy, you're funny, John. I sure like you. Yeah.
Well, you know what bamboozled means? It means you're getting shanghaied upside down, hanging by your legs.
Yikes, I don't want to be that guy you're talking about.
Well, I'm just kidding there, Bob. The next batter up is Logan Wagner as he comes in.
Ball 1, no
Boy, takes that one outside, 1 ball and no strikes. Boy, San Antonio just getting punched in the face early on. As it is now a 5-1 ball game, but Missions trail 4. Boy, rain continuing to fall there in San Antonio and other surrounding towns near that area.
Whole state of Texas getting in those flash flood watches and warnings and stuff.
So due to this severe weather that's going on, Governor Greg Abbott may declare state of emergency if need be.
Well, we have to wait and find out, see what he does, but localized heavy rainfall possible for San Antonio through the evening. And anyway,
that would be right there and inside for a strike. To the next batter up, Noah Miller. I do apologize. Boy, Wagner on first. Still 1 away here in this half inning. That's a strike, and that's a count now, 0-2. A lot of fans are reporting that out at the San Antonio Missions baseball field, it is coming down in buckets. If you're listening to us on the radio, great. If you're watching us here,
Ball 1.
and yep, right there, pitch clock violation. It's good that y'all are staying safe through these days, and we'll just wait till the storms pass. But evidently, San Antonio probably have seen enough of 100 degrees. I mean, we look at their weather. It's 88 degrees there in good old Alamo City, San Antonio.
yeah, it sure is, John, and our home there is really good.
Yeah, it sure is. 2-2 to Noah Miller. And that one is going to be well crushed. Boy, he got 2 runs himself. That is gone. A home run.
Man, I'll tell you one thing. One batter gets 2, then another batter gets 2. Boy, that's 4 runs combined. And now Tulsa leads by 6.
Boy, and they're coming unclutched hitting. The bats are warm. It's getting pretty good.
Yeah, it sure is there, John. 342 and 91.9 mile per hour exit velocity. I gotta say, it is getting pretty good.
Well, the pitching coach coming out now to the mound as he's going to have a little talk with his pitcher. And yes, the catcher's going out there to seeing what's going on. And so far, just a little concentration on the mound. So far, just to give him a little peace of mind. I don't think they want to take him out just yet, but evidently they will keep him in check. If an 8th run comes in, then pretty much they'll just take him out right out of the bat. You know, Chris Newell coming in. He's 0 for 1. Fly out in the second. Our score here in good old Tulsa, 7-1. 6 trailing San Antonio. Pitch right there, swing and a miss, and boy, the count now 0-2. Boy, cats and dogs reigning there in San Antonio. Oh, Bob, you need to work on that computer.
Yeah, I'm getting the scores, but evidently this darn thing is slow like a snail.
Well, Chris Alleyne coming in, 1 for 2. He stole a home run last time up. 2 away, nobody on. 4 runs come in to score. 5 base hits. Well, that will end the inning as 4 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and nobody left on for Tulsa. 4 innings in the books here tonight. And it's on now to the 5th for San Antonio as the Missions trail a 6-run ball game against Tulsa.
We're back for the Drillers, top of the fifth inning, right here on the Drillers Baseball Network. Well, I gotta say, Bob, 7-1 our score as San Antonio leading or trailing by 6 in this ball game. Drillers in the lead by 7-1. 4 runs, 5 hits, no errors. Inning 4 tonight is just getting pretty good. Lucas Dunn, the second baseman, coming in as he strides up now for San Antonio. Fifth inning, ready to go. Change up inside for a strike, and it's 0-1. No balls and 1 strike. Drillers have been pretty good through the start of the season, and they're still getting pretty good. Yeah, I know, John. They have been really on fire. Yeah, I know it, Bob. No balls, 2 strikes. Alan Hine outside, 1-2. Well, we got Arkansas 5-1 against Corpus Christi. 2-0 against Northwest Arkansas. Well, should I say the Naturals up 2-0 against Springfield. Tulsa 7-1 against San Antonio. And yes, Amarillo and Midland are postponed in their ball games, even though their makeup will be September 5th. So they'll have a game tomorrow, then 2 on Thursday. They'll make up that doubleheader that was lost due to all the rain.
Nope, outside.
That one is outside, and count now 2-1. Pitch, and that one inside the corner. That's count now 2-2. 2-2. That's a high pop-up right there, the first. Number 12 has eyes on it, and that is out number 2.
The catcher, Brandon Valenzuela.
Well, Brandon Valenzuela was the only solo home run back in the 3rd inning that put San Antonio on the board. Yeah, can he do it again? Well, I sure hope so, Bob. That's in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. Well, 2 away, nobody on for San Antonio. And boy, he goes chasing after that fastball, and now it's 0-2. Yeah, it's getting pretty ugly out there, John. Yeah, it sure is. But that hit the first. Number 12 takes it, and that's out number 3. Well, no runs, no hits, no errors for San Antonio here in this half inning. 5.5 complete. The Drillers lead it 7-1. Taylor Young will lead off the bottom of the 5th for Tulsa when we come back on the Drillers Baseball Network. Bottom of the fifth inning for Tulsa, right now on the Drillers Baseball Network. Well, Taylor Young stepping in now as we head now to the bottom of the fifth for the Tulsa Drillers.
Ball.
That one is high and outside, 1 ball and no strikes. Boy, just a comfortable evening, right, Bob? I gotta say, John, absolutely right. Cloud cover still hanging on, and overcast evening here in good old Tulsa. DCJ Field. Well, Drillerville is going to be the nickname of our ballpark here. Well, evidently our San Antonio Missions ballpark is pretty good as well. It sure is. 1-2.
Yep,
Outside, the curveball, 2-2 the count now to Young. Yeah, so far, Wichita and Frisco playing yesterday. They lead off the 6 ball clubs, or should I say the 6 games at Frisco. Here's pitch. Down and in, and that is ball 4 as he loses him on 4 pitches.
Leading off for the Drillers, the right fielder.
Even though now the Frisco Rough Riders have 5 home games left with Wichita. Well, that'll be the next one up. Dameron Keith. Keith coming in, ready to go. And he hits that one high in the air up to center. Mears has his eyes on it. Makes a grab. Beautiful catch as he gets it to second baseman Dunn right in time. Even though the final homestand between the Frisco Rough Riders and Wichita Wind Surge. Most pivotal series in Texas League Baseball is seeing those two teams go head-to-head. The next batter up is Griffin Lockwood Powell. And boy, he blistered that one out of here. And gets a 2-run shot to left, and now it's a 9-1 ball game. Boy, and they are really coming on them hard and heavy. Yeah, they sure are, John. Those Drillers don't mess around. No, they do not. Lockwood Powell gets a 2-run shot. And now San Antonio now trails 8 runs against the Drillers. Well, I think that's going to do for Gabe Mosser, and so far that is pretty much it, as the manager's coming out and forcing that hand as he is getting Mosser out. He is not having it here tonight, so they will get a new reliever on the mound for San Antonio in this one.
Now pitching for San Antonio.
Jose Luis Reyes coming in now as he's called upon to pitch for the Missions. 95 on the 4-seamer slider, change up a 2-seam fastball as well on that. Pretty much the San Antonio reliever is Reyes as he'll pitch for the Missions. That one is high fly in the air, foul. It's 0-1. Boy, when are they going to stop the bleeding here? I don't know, Bob, but Drillers have a lead advantage. Dalton Russian coming in now for Tulsa.
Off the plate, ball 1.
That one is off the plate for ball 1. The count now 1-1. Tuesday night baseball, halfway through this ball game, swing and a miss slider, and it's 1-2. So any good horseback riding places here, Bob? I think there is. I mean, a couple of ranches out and about. That one is high in the air, up to Howell. Out number 2 was rushing, goes down on
a high flyer. Brandon Lewis coming in. He's a 2-run shot in the 4th inning. Boy, and really starting to come in is Tulsa. Drillers are having their home field advantage going really good against San Antonio from the South Division up there in South Texas.
Yeah, that's right, John. Our home is San Antonio, and we are here to support our San Antonio Missions while they're on the road with 6 games here at good old Tulsa.
Yeah, it sure is. No balls, 2 strikes to Rushing as he comes and hits that one out, play foul, and it's hanging on at no balls at 2 strikes. Oh, and 2 one more time. That is high in the air, high in the right field area is Castellon getting there and getting that one going as that's the final out. Well, Griffin Lockwood Powell gets 2 runs on a hit, no errors, and nobody left on for Tulsa. Top of the 6th inning coming up as San Antonio trailing 8 runs against the Tulsa Drillers. And we'll be right back for the 6th inning when we come back.
Back here for the bottom of the, what is it? Well, bottom of the 5th inning for Tulsa right now on the Drillers Baseball Network.
Oh, it's top of the 6th, you little maggot.
Whoops.
Well, anyway, we are top of the 6th inning for San Antonio. A new batter coming. Well, new relief arm for Tulsa coming out now.
Yeah, do apologize in that one.
But anyway, our new one is Ricky Vanasco. As he's a 96-mile-an-hour, 4-seam, 12-6 curve, a changeup. And that's all he's got is 3 pitches in his arsenal. Left fielder Corey Howell will lead off the top of the 6th inning for San Antonio.
1-0.
12-inch curve misses outside, low and down in closely for the ball. Here, dirt even. 1 ball, no strikes to Howell. And he went around. Boy, that could have been ball 2 if he would have held up.
Yeah, he getting outfooled by trying to chase that fastball.
And right there again, 1-2 the count now.
2 strikes.
Kevin Gowdy coming in now for the Drillers bullpen. Really got something going in this ball game. And that's a swing and a miss. Throw down the first. They complete it. And that is 1 away.
Right fielder, Marcos Castanon.
Marcos Castellon was a hit by pitch in the third. It's 0 for 1. Boy, San Antonio trying to make up some ground after losing a lot of runs
That's a ball.
to the Tulsa Drillers.
Yeah, it sure is, John. It's becoming a pitcher's nightmare, but for the home side, a man's best friend.
Yep, up to first now. Just middle half of the home plate to first base area as the first baseman, number 12, will make the grab in middle. 2 away, Joshua Mears coming in now is 0 for 2, strikeout and a pop out. Northwest Arkansas still leading Springfield 2-0.
Ball 1.
Tulsa leads San Antonio 9-1. Arkansas leads Corpus Christi by 5-1. Pretty much that is all that we have. Midland and Amarillo rained out due to all the rain that Texas gets.
There for sure, John. And San Antonio stretching to Brady and Dallas-Fort Worth.
Yeah, right there. That's a quick gobble up and out to short to first as number 12 will take it from there. And that will do. Bottom half of the 6th inning coming up. Drillers lead 9-1 against San Antonio. Logan Wagner will lead it for the Drillers when we come back.
Oh, that goes to the bottom of the 6th inning for the Drillers here on the Drillers Baseball Network.
Well, Logan Wagner stepping in now, number 7. 7, 8, 9 due up for the bottom of the 6th.
Nope. Ball 1.
That one is high and outside, 1 ball and no strikes. 1-0 delivery, and did he check swing? No, went around. No dice. 1 ball, 1 strike. Youch. Don't you just hate it when that happens? Yeah, I do, Bob.
Two
That
balls,
one outside, 2-1 the count now to Wagner. Jose Luis Reyes in relief for San Antonio here tonight. That one hits high in the air right there. Left fielder Corey Howell will get that one out, number 1.
Now back.
Boy, and the San Antonio uniforms are going a gold color. Yeah, kind of like colorblind or something. Yeah, remember up at Corpus Christi a few years back where those jerseys were glowing? Yeah, they were. It like a gray color going to a gold color. Yeah, for sure. And uh-oh, he misses it right there. Bounce off the glove. And is that going to be an error on the right fielder? I think it is. Boy, Noah Miller gets up a triple. Yeah, that would have been an error on San Antonio's right fielder. And that'll bring up the next batter up, Chris Newell. Newell coming in. Boy, 10th run for Tulsa. Just 90 feet away if Newell gets in a base hit right here. Now make it a 9-run difference for San Antonio to trail. Neal 1. Right there in the end for a strike. It's 0-2. That changeup comes a long way if you ever think about getting in there. Fouled off, and he'll see a nuller. Well, what's the temperature in San Antonio right now? About 77 degrees with rain falling. Just a lot of rain. Yeah, right there. There he goes, and he gets that 10th run for Tulsa. That'll be an RBI double. And boy, the Drillers are really starting to crush the San Antonio Missions here tonight. Yeah, they sure are. They're coming on clutch, and boy, they are coming really good. Well, time now is going to be called as here comes the pitching coach. And it looks like that'll do for Jose Luis Reyes. Stephen Kolek is now the second reliever for San Antonio to come out of the bullpen. 96 on a 4-seam fastball, changeup cutter, and a 2-seamer as well. Boy, I got to say, he is down 9 runs for his team. That is just tough to swallow. Yeah, it sure is, John. A 2-seam fastball, the count now 0-2. To the batter, Chris Aline. 1 for 3, solo home run. Back in the 3rd inning. That one is hit foul, and the count now 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes to count now. Here's a pitch. High fly in the air, and again that's fouled off. 0-2 one more time. Swing and a miss. Changeup gets a mouthful for out number 2.
Now that second baseman, Taylor.
Taylor Young coming in now as 2 away in the inning. A runner on second. Well, the 4-seam fastball is taken in stride for a strike. It's 0-1. Number 5 out there for the Drillers. Here's the 0-1. That one right there is a strike. It's 0-2. kind of like the San Antonio gray jerseys, and evidently pretty nice. Glowing that gold color. Love it. Yo, too. Change up his chopped foul and still hanging on. No balls to 2 strikes to count. Oh, 2. That is high fly in the air, and that is out of play. Foul. Well, probably going to be a rainy night there in San Antonio. So a lot of people start going to bed and waking up on a Wednesday morning and seeing it raining still. Now when he hit high in the air, De La Cruz gets out in foul ground, stay in the inning, and that will do. A run comes in to score on a double, and no errors, or it might be an error for San Antonio, but top of the 7th inning coming up, and it's 10-1 Tulsa. So, yes, they did not call the error on San Antonio's right fielder, Marcos Castellon. And evidently, they got lucky if that ball was out of his glove. And, yes, they are reviewing. They're not going to call that an error. Oh, well, that stinks right there. Yeah, it does. But anyway, we're up to the 7th inning for San Antonio when we come back.
Well, top of the seventh inning for San Antonio right here on the Drillers Baseball Network. Well, Michael De La Cruz coming in as we lead off the top of seven for the Missions. 4, 5, and 6 due up in this one, but that's a strike inside, and it's 0-1. San Antonio trailing 9 runs. Tulsa leads 9 against the Missions. Boy, gotta say, this is really starting to turn into home run derby, it looks like, here at DCJ Field. Yeah, it sure does, John, and pretty much a lot of hard hit balls. The Tulsa's getting all these runs, and it looks pretty good for them. Yeah, it sure does. Well, evidently, that went down and low, with the count now 2-2. 2-2 one more time. That one is hard hit high in the air up to left field and not far enough as that's out number 1. Well, that just stinks right there as they couldn't even get that one high flying in the air. Anyway, third baseman Graham Polly coming in now. Takes that one down and in for a strike. It's 0-1. Benasco for the Drillers is pitching in relief. And boy, he's really good at what he does.
Got him.
You know, right there to first, a footstep will get his second man out. Number 80 is Graham Polly for the out. Well, Kai Murphy coming in. He's 0 for 2 and 2 flyouts. I want to tell you what, pretty good on that one. That one is hard hit up to right field, and that's going to be another 1-2-3 inning, as that'll do for the top of the 7th for San Antonio. No runs, no hits, no errors, and no one on for the Missions. Bottom of the 7th coming in, it's stretch time. The Drillers lead 10-1. Damon Keith will lead it off as we head to the 7th inning for the Drillers coming up. Bottom half of the 7th inning for Tulsa, about ready to go here on the Drillers Baseball Network.
Oh, Damon Keith coming in now as 7th inning stretch already gone. Everybody back in and ready to go. 1 ball, no strikes to Keith as that will miss outside. And that's the count now, 1-0. And did he hold up? No, he did not. It's right there, 1 ball and 1 strike. Well, he still needs to get it together. Boy, Stephen Kolek is seeing how the Drillers are eating their lunch right there as that's hit the shortstop.
The first baseman, number 12.
And that'll go to Michael De La Cruz to get the out. The next batter up is Griffin Lockwood Powell. It's 2 for 3. And it's taken in for a strike, and it's 0-1 to him. Here's the pitch. High in the air, foul, right in the trees. No balls, 2 strikes to Powell. The 0-2. And that one is out of play, but it'll hit the wall. Still hanging at no balls and 2 strikes. Oh, and 2. Again, fouls it off. 0-2 one more time. Oh, ouch. That is going to be gone. I just knew it. Right there, a home run. And boy, Tulsa just keeps getting one after another. And now it's 11-1. Boy, San Antonio now trailing 10 runs.
Boy, I really do not think that the Missions have it here tonight here, John.
Yeah, they probably don't. Well, if it wasn't raining there in Midland, it would have been a different story. Midland would have had Amarillo, or Amarillo would have had Midland.
Nope.
And now it's Dalton Rushing. 2 for 3, home run single, 2 RBIs of the night. Tulsa 11-1 against San Antonio and stuff. And they just a pretty good night for the Drillers here and for the fans of Tulsa coming out into this ball game. Yes, right there, changeup, and that is
2 strikes.
no balls, 1 ball and 2 strikes, I should say. That's hit the third baseman, Paulie. He'll flip across to De La Cruz, and that's out number 2 as they get their man Dalton Rushing out for the second one of the Driller lineup. Brandon Lewis coming in now. As he's set to go, 1 for 3, 2-run shot in the 4th. And the pitch is inside for a code strike. It's 0-1. Boy, just a rainy night in San Antonio, and glad we're not getting rain here.
I gotta say, John, it would have been postponed like it was up in Midland.
Yeah, it sure was. Sod Poodles and Drillers. Well, pretty much it would be the Sod Poodles and Midland, and then San Antonio and Drillers getting rained out altogether.
Yeah, I gotta say, John, just glad that San Antonio is away from our home city. And anyway, it's pretty good.
Yeah, for sure. We took the road travel, and so far pretty nice. Well, that's up to the right field area. Griffin Lockwood Powell gets a run. on a hit, no errors. And we head to the 8th inning as Tulsa leads San Antonio 11-1. Top of the 8th as second baseman in the 7th spot, Lucas Dunn coming in. As it will be the top of the 8th inning, 7, 8, 9 due up in the San Antonio order coming up.
About ready for the top of the 8th inning for San Antonio right here on the Drillers Baseball Network.
11-1 as the Tulsa Drillers lead 10 against San Antonio. I gotta say, pretty good lead here for the Drillers. Hello there, Oklahoma. How are you? How's it going on your neck of the woods? Lucas Dunn coming in as 7, 8, 9 due up for the San Antonio 8th inning. That one high and outside, 1 ball, no strikes, 7,971. Doing really good. Ricky Vanasco still pitching in relief for Tulsa. Pretty good right there. Here's the 1-1, down and in, 2 balls and a strike. That's high fly in the air, and that is caught by the right fielder as he had to lay down and make the play. Boy, remarkable catch by number 22. Yeah, that guy's like, wow.
Yeah, he is. He's saying, wow, he it's mind-blowing when you see something like that go on.
Yeah, for sure. Shortstop is Ray Patrick Ditter as he comes in 0 for 2, a pop out and a ground out. Don't forget our first pitch at 1 o'clock. It won't be noon, but it will be a 1 o'clock game. Maybe a partly cloudy day tomorrow. But we'll see what the weather will have in store for us. Maybe mix of clouds and sun tomorrow. That's high fly in the air up to center. And that is out number 2.
Boy, just do not like it when San Antonio is getting all them flyouts and they're just wasting outs by that one.
Brandon Valenzuela coming in. He was the only solo home run for San Antonio. And boy, it's like they're not even here tonight. The bats are not warmed up, and so far they are trailing 10 against Tulsa.
Yeah, I know. It's a bad ball game. Tulsa looked like they're getting this one in a win.
Yeah, for sure. Lifted high in the air. Third baseman will make the play, and that's the inning. So pretty much a 1-2-3 unpredictable inning as we head for the bottom of the 8th inning. Logan Wagner will get things going as he's 1 for 3 when we come back here in this one. So Wagner, Miller, and Newell will come in to lead off bottom of the 8th inning. When we come back, it's Drillers baseball. Tulsa leads San Antonio 11-1.
Bottom of the 8th inning for Tulsa coming up as we get ready for the bottom of the 8th inning.
Yes, and good evening from our probably vacation spot up here in Tulsa, Oklahoma, as we get set for the bottom half of the 8th inning. Tulsa leads 10 against San Antonio in this ballgame, and boy, the Missions are getting crushed tonight.
Yeah, I gotta say, John, not a lot of hard hit balls, but Brandon Valenzuela, 9-hole batter for San Antonio, gets a run, and so far the only run. It's not going to win them the ball game here tonight, but evidently it is crushing the dirt out of them, pretty much.
Well, bottom of the 8th inning, Logan Wagner coming in for Tulsa. And now we're going to see the pitching coach come out before we get set for this half inning to go. And it looks like Giovanni Cruz will be the 3rd reliever in the San Antonio Missions pitching staff. Sinker, slider, changeup, a four-seamer. But best of them all is that four-seam fastball as he comes in and he's ready to go for San Antonio. Wagner will meet him face-to-face. Pitch, and that's going to be right there. De La Cruz on the ground hopper will get that one, and that's the first one in the bottom of the 8th inning. Noah Miller, 2 for 3, home run, triple, 2 RBIs. Boy, 2 more outs for Tulsa. Then it'll be top of the 9th inning for San Antonio coming up.
It sure is, John, and gotta say it's not looking good for the Missions.
No, it's not. High pop-up, center field. Mears in pursuit gets it. Boy, out number 2 to him.
Chris Newell.
And that'll bring up Chris Newell. 1 for 3 double RBI. Final out for the bottom of the 8th inning. And unknowingly, San Antonio down to their last 3 here tonight.
Yeah, I gotta say, John, it looks terrible the way that they would have had this ball game in their grasp if they didn't give up all those many runs.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, well, tomorrow's a brand new day anyway, but second baseman Dunn will flip to Michael De La Cruz. That's the inning over. Howell, Castellón, and Mears will lead top of the 9th for San Antonio. When we come back, Drillers lead 11-1. Back here for more as we get ready for the top of 9 coming up.
Top of the 9th inning coming up for San Antonio right here on the Drillers Baseball Network.
Well, gotta say in this ball game, the Drillers lead 11-1 against San Antonio, lead 10 against the Missions. And so far it's getting pretty good as this first game looks to be secured for the Drillers defense. And so far we're just about ready to go. Top of the 9th as left fielder Corey Howell will strike up first for San Antonio. Marcos Castellón and Joshua Mears will follow in suit. The pitch, that one high and outside for a ball. The count now 1-0. Boy, they need 12 runs to get it going, and so far I don't think San Antonio would even last that long. Strikeout after strikeout would be a threatening move. And that's lifted high in the air on a 2-0 pitch. That's up to center, and that's out number 1.
Now batting, right
Well, 2 more outs, and
Castanon.
so far San Antonio probably has lost it here tonight. But don't worry, they'll get another shot tomorrow afternoon at 12 o'clock. Gates open at 11 a.m., so come on out and enjoy some afternoon baseball. Kids are coming from all districts to enjoy this game, and so far Tulsa ISD, high school independent school districts are coming out, and it's going to be good as well. Right there up to left, and that is out number 2. And now they're down against it as center fielder Joshua Mears coming in, and he's the last man up for San Antonio here tonight. Here's the pitch, down and in, a 4-seam fastball, 1-0 the count. Well, it's been a pretty nice ball game thus far for both San Antonio and Tulsa.
Yeah, sure is, John. And gotta say, we've had our first one of the night, but tickets are available for tomorrow. And seats are filling up fast for tomorrow afternoon, so make sure you get them at drillersbaseball.com. Well, right there, the count now 2-2 as Mears down to his final strike. And here's the 2-2 offering. That one's outside for a 3-2 full count. Michael De La Cruz getting on deck now for San Antonio. That one is lifted high in the air up to center. This should do it. And that's the ball game. Well, final score 11-1 as they'll beat San Antonio by 10. Boy, and win number 58 of the year for the Drillers coming in, and San Antonio getting their 51st. So pretty much that will do for the night, but we are still going to stay in the progress of this live stream as we give you your finals here this evening. Well, that was fun, wasn't it, Bob? I got to say, we'll take you out to an ball game tomorrow afternoon. And it is game 2 for Severe Weather Awareness Day as, San Antonio, Dallas, Fort Worth, Midland, and other surrounding cities are experiencing the rain. Yeah, for sure. We're back after this.
First for the victorious Drillers, 11 runs on 11 hits. No errors. They left one runner on base. For the Mission, 1 run on 2 hits. No errors. They left 2 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 27 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
Well, I gotta say, San Antonio got a whooping tonight, didn't they?
Yeah, they sure did. And the final 11-1.
Boy, 11 runs on 11 hits, no errors for Tulsa. And for San Antonio, it's 1 run, 2 hits, no errors for the Missions. Griffin Lockwood Powell is the player of the game. Landon Knack gets the win for Tulsa. The save will go to Ricky Vanasco. And the loss for San Antonio here tonight is Gabe Mosser. So he'll get the L on tonight. But anyway, pretty good night for us here in beautiful Tulsa, Oklahoma. And so far, our game tomorrow at noon. Gonna be really, really nice. So come on out. Enjoy baseball. Open, partly cloudy sky or something. I don't know. We gotta check the weather, Bob.
Now I gotta say, John, absolutely, we do.
So pretty good on that one. Yeah, for sure. We'll look up some finals. Boy, Northwest Arkansas wins a run against Springfield. So final score for them at Blue River Stadium, it's 2-1, the final. Arkansas beats Corpus Christi by a score of 7-1. So pretty much it was really, really good night for Arkansas. Boy, the 70th win for the Arkansas Travelers as they beat Corpus Christi. Boy, 52-75 of the year. You know, I'm guessing everybody has played tonight. See, Northwest Arkansas getting a win against Springfield. So they'll be 63. Cardinals will be 73 over 54 of the year. And pretty good on that one. Well, got to say, if Frisco comes in from behind tomorrow night against Wichita, Boy, they'll tie up against San Antonio. Then if San Antonio gets beat like they did tonight against Tulsa, pretty much the Missions will be dropped to a third place in the Texas League South. And pretty much Drillers pushing their way up to getting up to 60. So they need 2 more games against San Antonio to win it. But 60, that means they'll be 3.5 against the Northwest Arkansas Naturals. They'll be 10.5 games back against Arkansas, 13.5 against Springfield. And so far, it's getting pretty good. Well, for all of us, pretty much mostly, what a night it has been. So evidently for Wichita and Frisco, Amarillo and Midland, well, pretty much those were the first 4 teams that did not play tonight. Evidently, Amarillo and Midland were rained out this evening, but so far they'll postpone, will make up on September 5th. That will be a Thursday afternoon type ball game. But anyway, everybody's set to go tomorrow evening at 7:05, except for San Antonio and Tulsa. They'll have a noon game tomorrow afternoon. So make sure you get your tickets at drillersbaseball.com and get your tickets. And yes, the 2025 season tickets will go on sale on March 1st, 2025. So don't forget all about that. Well, hope everybody had a great evening, and so far all of us did. But it's time to say goodnight for now. Our final score, the Tulsa Drillers beat San Antonio 11-1. And yes, for all of us, we say goodnight for good old Tulsa. And we'll see you guys back tomorrow afternoon at noon. Gates open at 11, first pitch. Or should I say, we do have a rescheduled update. Holy mackerel. Thanks, Bob, for pointing that out. No problem. So gates will open at noon, first pitch at 1:05 against the San Antonio Missions. And yeah, so far, thank you, Bob, for pointing that out as we're getting going on that one. But anyway, hope y'all have a good rest of your night. Drive home safe. And good night from good old Tulsa, Oklahoma.